I'm Matt Bishar with REIT.com here in San Francisco at Prologis' headquarters for the 2014 Leader in the Light Working Forum. Joining me today is Will Teichman, the Director of Sustainability with Kimco Realty Corporation. Thanks so much for taking some time with us.
Great to be here.
Kimco received the 2013 Leader in the Light Award in the retail category. What do you think set the company apart from its peers?
Well, I can only guess based on what information we submitted in our application, but I would say that we've been at this for about 3 years, and I think what really has differentiated us over the last, I would say, year to 18 months has been the breadth and depth to which we've been able to take our program. So, for example, in addition to having active programs in the energy efficiency space, we've also launched programs in the solar energy space, waste and recycling, and many other areas to really round out the breadth of the program. And then from a depth perspective, we've really worked to move those programs out to as many properties as possible. So, for example, our lighting controls initiative now is at over 400 properties within our portfolio, over 50%. And our trash and recycling program is now at nearly 75% of our properties. So we're really proud of the degree to which we've been able to move in a 3-year period. And I think that's part of what differentiated us when it came to Leader of the Light this year.
And in June, Kimco launched a pilot program on ways to explore the efficiency of leased spaces. How's that program gone, and what actionable results are you seeing?
Sure. Well, when we launched this program earlier last year, it was really with an eye towards looking at addressing a large portion of environmental impacts at our centers, which is typically outside of the scope of a retail landlord. And what I mean by that is that typically in the retail space with triple net leases, the landlord is primarily focused on efficiency measures in the common area. But when you look at an issue like energy use, for example, over 85% of the energy that's consumed within one of our properties is actually, that consumption is taking place inside of the building. So working together with tenants to find ways to improve their efficiency is key to advancing sustainability in retail properties. When we think about the Westlake project, we're really focused on a couple of key issues. First, proving out what the energy savings potential is in those spaces. Second, moving to actually perform some retrofits and confirm that that's the case. And then third, using the insights that we gain from that project to make changes to our leasing process, potentially, to find ways that we can work together with tenants and economically for that to make sense on both sides of the equation, such that we can advance sustainability inside of the building as well as outside.
And Kimco has done a lot in the way of transparency and sustainability efforts. Can you explain why that's been such a focus and what benefits you're seeing from that increased transparency?
Transparency is a reality of our business today. It's a reality for any publicly traded company, certainly when it comes to engaging with institutional investors, large pension funds, whether they're based here in the United States or overseas. So certainly that stakeholder group has expressed interest in how we're performing, what we're doing, what our impacts are as a company. And we've embraced that new challenge and have moved to collect information and disclose that information through a number of different forums, including the Global Real Estate Sustainability Benchmark, the Carbon Disclosure Project, and in 2014, our first GRI-based sustainability report. Beyond investors, I would say that there are other stakeholders within Kimco's organization who are interested in how we're performing on sustainability. Tenants would be one of the other groups that I would call out. And we've been doing a lot of work on the tenant space to engage both with national large anchor retailers as well as small retailers alike to understand what their concerns and needs are from a sustainability perspective and to find out what things we can do as a landlord to work together to mutually advance those objectives.
Will, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
For more on this and other real estate news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.